So we move on to our new exercise, that is exercise 1.2 after finishing exercise 1.1. And we are going to target doing the first 5 sums. Now exercise 1.2 first sum says form the smallest 3-digit numbers using the given digits without repetition. Without repetition means you are not allowed to repeat the digits. Remember children, it's very important that you write the instructions given from the textbook. So I am not writing the instructions. So sum number 1, you write the instruction, write down the numbers, write down the answer. 2, write down the instruction, then do the sum. 3, write down the instruction. 4, write down the instruction. 5, write down the instruction. Please do not copy the work directly. You have to take down the instructions from the textbook. The textbook is to be used to take down the instructions so that you know what you are doing with the sum. Just writing down the sum directly is not going to tell you what is happening in the sum. So please do not forget, you have to use your textbook to take down the instructions and sums. The solutions you will take down when you look at the video. So I am going to form smallest 3-digit numbers. All 3-digit numbers, and they should be the smallest. So I will start with the smallest digit first and then move to the largest. So here the answer will be, first will come 2, then will come 4 and then will come 9. Then given the digits separately with commas, but once you form the number, you will leave it as it is. You don't put commas in between, because then this number becomes 249. Leave the number as it is. Don't put commas in between them, because you are forming the number. Part B says 3, 9 and 0. Now I cannot start a number if it is smallest with 0. Which is the next number amongst these 3 digits that is greater than 0? That is number 3. So 3 will come first. Immediately after 3 you have to put 0. And the last one will come 9. So the number becomes 309. Again I have a 0. I cannot start with a 0. So I go to the next larger number, that is 1. And immediately after 1 will come 0 and then will come 2. Remember, when you are forming the smallest number using digits, and if 0 is given, 0 will always come in the second place, or the second digit of the number will be the 0. Because you cannot start the smallest number with a 0. So you go to the next larger number, put that number and then immediately put 0. Now here, first will come 1, then will come 8 and then will come 9. So I get, in this case 102 and in this case 189. These are all 3-digit numbers, the 3-digit smallest numbers that can be formed using the digits in the individual sums. So you look at the digits and form the number. If you are starting to make the smallest number, you start with the smallest digit. If you are finding the greatest number, you start with the greatest digit. Now here they have told us in sum number 2 that form the greatest 5-digit number using the digits 9, 1, 0, 6 and 2 without repetition. Again, I am not allowed to repeat. And I have to make the greatest. So obviously I start with the greatest digit that is given out there amongst the 5 digits. Which is the greatest? 9. So 9 comes first. Then comes 6, then comes 2, then comes 1 and last comes 0. And the numbers form. Don't put commas in between each digit because you are forming the number using the digits. There they have put the commas to show you that those are the digits. But once the number is formed, there you don't put individual commas because the number has been formed. Now you put the comma according to the Indian system of numeration. So 1, 2, 3 and put a comma. So the number that has been formed, the greatest number using these digits is 96,210. That's how you have to do the sum. Remember, the instruction has to be copied from the textbook and then the sum and the solution from the video. Let's go to sum number 3. Form the smallest and the greatest 4-digit numbers using the digits 5, 6, 9 and 0. Just now what I read out, that has to be copied in the notebook. So remember, all instructions have to be taken down from the textbook. Instructions from the textbook, solutions from the video. So I have to make greatest and smallest. Again, I start with the greatest digit. The greatest digit out here is 9. Then comes 6. Then comes 5. And last comes 0. And I put the comma only after I have formed my number. So, according to the Indian system of numeration, 1, 2, 3, comma. The answer is 9650. Let's come to the smallest. Again, we have a 0 here as a digit. One of the digits is 0. And I cannot start with 0. A number can never start with a 0. When you are forming the largest and the smallest number, you cannot start with. Largest, obviously, the 0 comes towards the end. But when you are forming the smallest, you can never start with a 0. What is the next larger number after 0? 5. So the 5 will come first and immediately 0 will come. Now you put the greater ones in ascending order from small to big. So the next number will be, the next digit will be 6 and the last digit will be 9. Now put the comma according to the numeration system of our country. That's the Indian system of numeration. 1, 2, 3, comma. So the number is 5069. Let's come to this one, number 4. And number 4 says, form the greatest and the smallest digit. Form the greatest and the smallest 4-digit number. I have to make a 4-digit number that will be greatest and smallest. So, here they have not told us repetition allowed or not repetition allowed. So, when nothing is being given to you, obviously you use the largest digit that we know. Remember in my previous video I told you that digits like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the 10 digits that form all the numbers that we know in our lives. Because after 9 when you go to 10, 10 is made out of 1 and 0. 11 is made of 1 and 1 repeated again. 12 is made out of 1 and 2, 13 with 1 and 3, 14 with 1 and 4, 15 with 1 and 5, 16 with 1 and 6, and so on and so forth. So, all numbers that we know are made out of only of these digits from 0 to 9. So, if I am going to take the largest digit that I know that forms numbers, that is number 9, all I have to do it is repeat it 4 times. So, I get 9, 9, 9, 9. Put the comma according to the numeration. 9999 is the largest 4-digit number. When I ask you largest 4-digit number, smallest 4-digit number, largest 5-digit number, smallest 5-digit number, it's always for the largest. You use the largest digit and repeat that number of times. If it is a 5-digit number, it will be 5 times. If it is a 6-digit number, it will be 6 times. If it is a 7-digit number, it will be 7 times. And put the comma according to the system of numeration that we follow. That is the Indian system of numeration. Now coming to the smallest. The smallest, as I know, the number cannot start with 0. So, the next number after 0, immediately after 0, in the digits that we know from 0 to 9 is number 1. So, that will come first. But I have to make a 4-digit number. So, I am still left with 3. The other 3 will be all zeros. So, the answer is 1000. So, if it's a 4-digit number, 1 with 3 zeros, 5-digit number, 1 with 4 zeros, 7-digit number, 1 with 6 zeros. All smallest numbers made are used with 1 and the remaining are zeros. The largest are made with 9 as many digits that they've asked for. If it's a 7-digit number, 7 times. If it's an 8-digit number, 8 times. That is if they've asked you to form the largest and the smallest. Here we don't have anything got to do with repetition or non-repetition of numbers. Obviously, if they're asking you to form the largest that many digit numbers, that means you have to use the largest digit that you know of and repeat it that many times. Because if you use any other digit, the number will not be the greatest. In order for the number to be the greatest, it has to use the greatest digit that number of times, and that is the greatest. You can't go beyond If I say the largest three-digit number is 999, 999, take it 3 times. Because after 999 comes 1000 becomes a 4-digit number. So the largest 3-digit number is just before 1000, and that is 999. So if I am forming the largest, I take the largest digit and repeated that number of times that they have asked. Whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is, that many times 9 is written. And you will put the comma according to this Indian system of numeration. But when I am forming the smallest, I cannot start with 0. Because to form the smallest number, I must start with 0. I can't have all 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 as a number. I won't get a number at all. So, the next number greater than 0 is number 1. And the remaining digits are formed by putting 0. So, if I have a 5-digit smallest number, 1 will go in the first place, and after that all the other digits will become 0. So, I have 1 with 4 zeros. And that is how I form my greatest and smallest 3-digit number, 4-digit number, 5-digit number, 6-digit number, as many as can be asked. For greatest, it's all the 9s. For smallest, it's 1 and the remaining digits become 0. Question number 5. Question number 5 says, form the smallest 6-digit number with 1 at the tens place. So before I put, not 1 at the tens place, with 4 at the tens place. Now before I put 4 in the tens place, let me first find out what is my smallest 6-digit number. Now I cannot start with 0, so I have to start 1. That means 1 digit is already done. How many digits am I left with? 5 digits. The remaining 5 digits will be 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the commas according to the system of Indian numeration or Indian system of numeration. And I get my smallest 6-digit number is 1 lakh. Units, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, lakhs. 1 lakh is my smallest 6-digit number. But I want 4 in the tens place. So I will remove the 0. I will remove the 0 from the tens place and I will put 4 there. And it will become 1, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0. So this is the answer. This is the answer, but this I have to write to help me out to first find out what is my smallest 6-digit number, and in that smallest 6-digit number 4 should be in the tens place. So this is taken as reference to get this as the answer. All your work must be completed in sum number 5 of exercise 1.2, which is here on the board. I will keep it on for 10 seconds so that you can take a snapshot and later on zoom and write your work in the notebook. Please do remember that you have to write the instructions from the textbook, the sums from the textbook, and then the answers or the solutions from the video, or a snapshot that you may take after pausing the video and after seeing it. But do keep all your work updated. So we are done with exercise 1.2, sum number 5. Do take very good care of yourselves, look after yourselves, stay safe, stay at home, and do be of some help